This isn't any kind of ridiculous snazzy play or anything, but I just did have a lot of fun on this one, so I decided to include it.
Always good.
This is me in a day where I'm trying to remember or figure out how to parry.
Always good to do that.
It's something that I've never really done
Mm-hmm.
until Elden Ring and all the rest of it. When I was invading in Dark Souls 3, I never really got up to that point of figuring it out. And you
Oh
can see
yeah.
that I've been going between Impaling Thrust and Piercing Fang, and so I'm misspacing my Impaling Thrust because Fang goes further, I think.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good parry target here. Well, not anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I've just reverted to Unga Bunga
Oh wow.
without paying
Okay.
attention to it.
Wait, does the Impaling Frost also go through shields, like Piercing Fang?
It does.
Oh, nice.
I don't think it goes through them to the same extent. Like, I think it's basically just the we have Piercing Fang at home, but
Okay.
it still works.
Yeah, that was a nice catch there with the crouch R1.
Once it was just me and this guy, though, things became like surprisingly good. I think there's a part of a person that becomes kind of stupid if they have a teammate. They get overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's got no one. He's giving it some honest thought and some proper attempts at spacing. He's also not falling for many of my baits, which is something that I did notice in the time.
Yeah, it's really interesting to witness, actually.
I really love my the whole baiting a heavy on the claymore because people just never expect the second one. But he really didn't fall for any of it. He wasn't taking it.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
So I saw the parry coming at the beginning, but didn't expect the second one. Very nice.
I'm pretty sure they saw the parry coming at the beginning as well because, like, I was until I switched over to Unga Bunga, they weren't really giving me all that many obvious openings.
Yeah, I think so. I saw I think I saw the parry coming, or like I was expecting the parry exactly at this point here, after the roll,
Yeah,
because usually they So that would
that is exactly the point where I could predict it because the rest of the time I need to know so far in advance because of that
yeah.
latency problem that it borders on demanding precognition. But
All right. Yeah.
rolls, the rolls are always a sign.
Yeah, I see. Very nice invasion. Yeah, I've been playing around with parries a lot recently, and I think I've got them down to a point where I can actually use them as a tool. So just start to see patterns in gameplay of other people, where I go like, okay, gonna parry this, and then I get the parry. So yeah, that's definitely a good tool to have in your arsenal, and extend that and try to just have parry at ready whenever you think it's warranted. But then again, with your latency, that might be a bit hard. Yeah.
Fighting people from Australia comes with its problems, but
Yeah.
I will say you are still definitely better at parries than I am. You've got a better grasp of the psychology of it all.
Yeah, and I think
Because
the
it is
next.
like it is the whole figuring out your opponent kind of thing. You can't easily reaction parry most things.
Mm. Except if the latency is really good, then I had one or two where I was able to reaction parry. But yeah, it still takes time. Maybe. So this is a new cosplay I've been trying out, Robin Hood. So just to keep things fresh. Don't think
I
I've
like it.
published anything. It's like from the old school cartoon or anime series, Robin Hood Daiboken. You'll see the GIF in the top right. Not sure if you know it, but anyway. Yeah, I've just been playing around with this build last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. I'm just trying out bow and arrow, basically. So
Bow and arrow can be very entertaining. I can't tell what arrows you've got down there. Which are they? Are they just normal?
No, so the left one is the one you get in Stormvale Castle, I think. And the right one is the
ones.
for the great bow. So no, that's not the clip. I think the next one is the clip with the thing, but we'll see later. So not sure. Yeah.
Sorry.
Not sure if Hose is Tortoise tonguing here, but we'll get the blue right away, and I don't see any orange, so I guess blue wants the PvP, but with blue as help. And yeah, I think this is one of the the third invasion or so on this build, so I'm just still trying to figure out like the best way to play this. This build.
There's some exploring going on.
Yeah. So usually it's just, at least what I found until now, it's just like trying to keep your distance. And one thing you don't see here, but every time you have a hit on the bow, especially a jumping attack, you can follow that up with a second R1 and it will usually hit.
Yeah, I remember. I think actually it may even have been you that taught me that when I first saw your bow videos way back when.
Really? You mean not Nox, no?
Oh, I know. Yeah, no.
You're thinking of Nox, probably. Yeah.
I got you confused. Yeah, no, they were very informative on bow play, and I think that's where I first saw that technique. I'm trash at it myself, but it's interesting to watch.
So yeah, now you can see the combo that I think works the best on a bow build. It's basically just baiting, or trying to bait, and then just do this, and usually it's instant death.
Yeah, that is definitely the recipe for close quarters, at least.
Yeah, that was it. Kind of teabag mood here. But yeah, all of the jumping attacks, after the jump I could have done a second R1 that would have hit. So I think with the 2 hits here, could have added it right there. The main problem with the bow and arrow, especially the light bow, is that it's so hard to put on pressure.
Yeah, that does strike me as the main issue. At least with the great bow, you can sort of center your own position and persuade people away from you, but the short bow is just, there's not much that it has that can actually get people off you once they get on you.
Yeah, I guess like the best way to fight with short bow is really close range, and then just use rolls and dodges to hit them with arrows, basically. Yeah,
that does strike me as the way. I think that's why in the first clip we had, I think that's why that bowman was naked, because they were going after the light roll and the ability to sort of outspace the people they're fighting.
No, I think I have light roll here as well when I'm using the light bow, not with the great bow though, but yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that was...
That looks like a tight little build though. At the very least, you're doing very good damage with it.
Yeah, for level 90, absolutely, yeah. And I think, like, don't have it here, but another huge part of bow and arrow play is just being able to free aim shots. And then Elden Ring basically becomes a first-person shooter, which is also interesting if you've never experienced that.
Well, I mean, like, it has decent mechanics for it, at least. The aiming screen is horrible, I will say, but the actual projectile mechanics lend themselves really well to some inventive use.
Yeah. Cool. That's the invasion, I guess.